Okay, welcome to the Rick and Dave Comic Book Hour. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave. This is Titus. And since everybody loves kitties, we're going to have a kitty in our video this time. How do you like that? Isn't he handsome? Okay, enough of that.
This episode, since we just did, or are going to do, depending on what order I decide to put these in, we are doing the current issues of the DC 52. And we're going to start off with issue 15 of Supergirl and the Hell on Earth storyline. And to save Krypton, will she doom Earth? So, that is that. And in this issue, I believe,
You took notes.
I did
so-
take notes. How about that? Okay, at the beginning, we have a flashback to Supergirl and her girlfriend. I wrote her name somewhere. Taylor? Is that what it was? I can't read my writing. But anyway, they're having a flashback where they're on Krypton and they're talking about how Talon got a car from her daddy.
Oh, yes, this is the flashback episode.
Yeah, and then
or issue.
they're talking about kissing guy, girl talk that
Yeah,
we all
teenage
enjoy.
stuff.
Stuff that we enjoy reading about. That's at the beginning
Yeah.
before
So-
Krypton is destroyed and Daddy gets her.
Kiss me, can you believe it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So it's soap opera time at the beginning there.
Yeah.
So then we jump ahead to where Supergirl and Hell are still in her fortress, and we bring up he explains to her how he can save. Well, then they go to the Fortress of Solitude, Superman's house, and Hell locked them out, Superman and Superboy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking to her about Kandor, right?
Yeah.
And then he's telling her how they can save Kandor,
But she's got to be.
and also how he wants to send them back in time to save before Krypton gets destroyed and save it, and also save Kandor too.
Yeah.
Take Kandor with them, I believe.
Yeah, so he sends her into Kandor since he
Right.
can't go himself, and so she's walking around Kandor, and everybody's floating around in suspended animation. And of course, she comes across her friend. And,
Yeah, that's where it comes full circle from the beginning, and then not full circle, but it also comes flashback to the present where she is trapped in Kandor, right?
Yeah, so her friend's still alive, but she's trapped in Kandor,
Right.
and the bottled city that Superman has. And of course, Hell, he shows up looking kind of normal in his ghost form here.
Like
And,
like Doctor Strange type.
Yeah, it's the
astral
astral form, so he
Projection.
can talk to her while she's going around Kandor looking for the thing he needs to get.
And Kandor was protected by the Terminats or something like
Yeah,
that.
some sort of robot dudes. Yeah, Terminons. And so it's a pretty good issue. I mean, it gets some little background on Krypton, shows some of the interesting outfits they come up with for, alien wear, I guess, what people wear there and that sort of stuff. So anyway, they get a hold of the device that he's looking for.
The quantum crystal.
And so it's this little bitty crystal that's going to help him do whatever evil plot he has going that he's making that sound so evil.
Yeah, they talk Supergirl into. As you remember, Kal-El or Superman is not thrilled. It doesn't buy into his little plan here, as far as we can tell, and they're trying to stop him. And at the end there, we got Hell and Supergirl having a little kiss here. So Beauty and the Beast moment.
Yeah, there you go.
Krypton style.
That's right. So it was a pretty cool issue. I've been enjoying Supergirl. Just the whole thing, because she's not taken. She's not happy. She's not happy where she's at.
Right. Yeah,
and
I mean, her point of view is she wants to get back to Krypton, whereas, as we know, Superman grew up on Earth, so
he's happy.
That's
to be
all
here.
he knows, and he doesn't buy into saving Krypton. He doesn't trust Hell. So that's the conflict there, and I haven't bought the Superman issues that probably
into that.
go
Yeah.
tie into that. I just got the super grill issues. I might get the super. I might get them later, or just collect the whole, or just wait and get the whole collected grab that whole thing.
Yeah.
But so far, I can read these and not have to worry about the Superman part of it.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. That down. And next issue we'll talk about is Flash. These are all issues 15 of the DC's New 52 that we're talking about here. So just keep that in mind.
This is still a continuation of the Gorilla Grodd storyline. Grodd is still tied into the Speed Force, and he's on a rampage. And he grows as far as we know. And who's this guy here?
I'm not sure.
The bald black
I read
guy.
so many of these. It was a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember all the names of.
But anyway, we find out that Grodd is losing his tie with the Speed Force.
Yeah. So.
And he falls down. Oh, this is nice. He falls down beside Flash. They're both unconscious. Patty is right there beside him, both
Yeah.
of them, and Patty is telling Flash to hang in there and that she'll stick with him no matter who he is, the Flash or Barry Allen. Again, the artwork is still pretty good in this book. We also have Captain Cold.
Yeah, the rogues are being heroes.
You know, the rogues are being heroes in this issue for now.
So they're fighting off the gorillas and.
They got a common cause, so that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. So, so as you can tell, we did our homework on this one. We know what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
We
on this
didn't
one.
take any notes, can you tell?
Yeah. But we do
anyhow.
know that in Guerrilla Warfare, Part 3, flash forward the next issue, I guess. So, but not at the end there, Patty. Yeah, so that's quite. So anyway,
Our poor telling of this is basically we like it.
you don't
Yes.
know what it is. We do.
I mean, we should have done this one.
Yeah,
We should have taken notes. See what happens when we take notes and we don't take notes. But anyway, yeah, The Flash is a good book. You should get it. It's written by Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato. That's how you say his name. He's been drawing it, and he's got some pretty cool style for the art. It's pretty neat. I like it. Last thing we're going to talk about a little bit here is the Justice League, and just got a short storyline running through Justice League and Aquaman called The Throne of Atlantis. So here's a couple of those. I found it pretty cool. Aquaman is not a butt of jokes anymore. He's actually a really cool character. And Jeff Johns has done an excellent job of bringing him up and making him kind of a kick-ass kind of dude. Let's see. The story starts off with some tidal waves hitting various cities on the East Coast, and Aquaman and the Justice League are, of course, doing their best to stop it. We have a little interlude here where Superman and Wonder Woman are out on a date, and yes, they are dressed in plain clothes with glasses on, thinking that nobody will know who they are, which apparently works, because that's normal.
So they're finally on a date?
Yeah, they're finally on a date. And of course then we have a big ship come crashing through the city here because of the major tidal wave, and Superman and Wonder Woman jump into action to stop it. And of course we have the bad guy here at the end gloating about what he's going to do. Then we find out in Aquaman what's going on, and it's an attack plan that Aquaman and his brother actually put together years ago, in case they got pissed off at the surface dwellers. And apparently since he had a falling out with his brother, and his brother's implementing the plan, so now he's got to stop his own plan, which is apparently pretty hard to do. So it's pretty cool. Pick these books up. It seems like a good storyline. The backup story in Justice League's been dealing with Shazam. I guess they're not going to call him Captain Marvel because of probably legal rights with Marvel Comics. So, of course, he's a kid in an adult outfit, and he's in an adult body, and making money on his superpowers, and him and his buddy are.
So that's the issue where he made $20 saving somebody.
I think that was a couple issues ago, but
Oh.
yeah, they're still using that scam, and
Well,
this
how do you
issue,
feel about a superhero taking money to do with what he should be doing for free?
well, considering that he's a 14-year-old kid, in reality, with that
In
mindset.
the price of comics?
Yeah, so actually, I think they save somebody and they trade him for some food or something. But then anyway, he learns he can fly, so that's the awesome thing.
Well, you know he
And,
can fly before that?
No, he not up until this issue.
I see.
So actually, in real time, it's only been like one evening so far.
Oh, so I see.
So this is all taking place in one evening, and for the most part, because now they're talking about having to get back home, and of course, at the end of the issue, Black Adam shows up.
Ooh.
So
Dun dun dun.
So we have the evil version there of that. So it's pretty cool. It's fun, well drawn, well written. I guess they're going to be coming up with a Justice League of America comic here before too long. So I don't know how that's going to conflict with the Justice League. But at any rate, if you like the new 52 stuff, this is some of the, I think, better stuff. The Flash and Supergirl and
Aquaman.
And
Justice League.
Justice League. So there's some other good books out there too, but I guess Rick was telling me they're going to cancel out some books here before too long and probably replace them with something else. But do you want to talk about Jonah
We got
Hex?
one more book, and Dave doesn't read this one, but this is Jonah Hex 15. And this continues Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And what happens when Dr. Arkham is force-fed Jekyll's formula? You know, you can imagine you're going to have to read and find out what happened. But Jonah Hex is busy not only fighting Mr. Hyde, he has to calm down Dr. Arkham as he goes on a rampage himself as the serum takes effect and manipulates him into doing some bad things. And Jonah's like, trying to do both, and Dr. Arkham is trying to get him some girl stuff and girl stuff. But but so then it's a pretty. I really like this book. I really like Jonah Hex. You know, and with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in it, it's pretty cool. And he's
Excuse me.
making up more batch of his serum to give to other people. And it's, Jonah Hex is doing the best he can. He's kicking butt, trying not to hurt his friend Dr. Arkham, and convincing the police that they're bad. At first they don't believe that he's trying to help, and they give him a hard time. But for me, this is one of the better 52s too that I enjoy. I mean, I know it's not a superhero book, but I like it. I give it a try. I mean,
Yeah, all comics don't have to be superhero books. I mean, we've been talking about a lot of superhero books in our episodes so far, or issues. But I mean, I collect a couple other books that have nothing to do with superheroes, although they're super heroic, I guess. But I mean, there's Archies and Simpsons and different things like that out there too. That there's comics for everybody. But I know we've been talking a lot about different Marvel and DC books because that's primarily what we're geeky on. But that's our kind of favorite things. But some other episodes down the road, we're going to try to hit some independent titles and talk about them a little bit too. So.
yes, we are. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching.
All right. Bye.
Bye.